Hi folks, this is Stacey, the Teen Services Library Assistant at the Goffstown Public Library, and I'm joined today with Miss Doreen, the Children's Library Assistant.
Hi guys.
All right, so you are watching Pop-Tart gingerbread making. Now, if you are a Goffstown Public Library card holder and you signed up to receive a Pop-Tart gingerbread house kit, then what you're gonna have inside are Pop-Tarts, 6 of them, some decorating candy, also an instruction guide to let you know about the 6 cuts that we need to make on the Pop-Tarts. And then you're also going to receive a bag of powdered sugar and instructions on how to make your own icing. Now, Miss Doreen and I today are going to be using this white decorator icing to put our house together, and this can be picked up at any grocery store or Walmart, Target, and runs about $3 if you would prefer to use something like this. All right. If you're not from the Goffstown area and you're watching this on YouTube, you can find out how to make all of this because in the description field, I have put some directions and the supplies that you will need. All right, we're gonna get started, and we're getting started first by making those 6 cuts. So Miss Doreen's gonna help me with that.
All right.
At home, you're gonna need a butter knife to make your cuts, and a butter knife is perfectly fine. You don't need anything sharper than that. All right. So open your package and take out 4 Pop-Tarts. 2 Pop-Tarts are going to be left on the side. We don't need to make any cuts to those ones. All right, Miss Doreen, I'm going to get behind here. So Miss Doreen is going to be making the cuts needed for the front and back walls, which also take care of the roof peak. So she's going to turn 1 Pop-Tart sideways. And on the Pop-Tart that is straight up, she's going to make a diagonal cut, just back and forth. This is going to be one side of our roof peak. Then she's going to move that Pop-Tart to the other side and make the other roof peak. Her roof is a little flat, so she's going to try it again. There we go. Don't worry, there's instructions inside each bag so you can see how to make your cuts. All right, now we're going to take this one and put it right on top of the other Pop-Tart and make the same cuts so we have 2 peaks. Isn't Miss Doreen doing a great job?
Yay!
Okay, now we're going to make our side walls. So we want to take one of our Pop-Tarts and line it up next to our roof peaks, and then you're going to make a cut right at the bottom of that peak. And do the same thing with your other Pop-Tart. Okay, those are all the cuts that you need. All the scraps you can eat.
Voila.
All right, Miss Doreen did a great job cutting out those Pop-Tarts for us. Now we need to assemble the house. Okay, so start with maybe a paper plate from home. All right, Miss Doreen. There we go.
All righty.
So the first thing, you might want to have another set of hands, so 2 people working together with this, just so that you can kind of hold the house together. So I think it's best to start with a base to put your Pop-Tarts on. All right, so take one of the Pop-Tarts that you have your peak, and this is going to be the back of our house. There we go.
Let's do this side first. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's a silly noise.
Perfect. So what Miss Doreen did is she put a base of the icing on the bottom and then up the side over here, and then we're going to go ahead and put our Pop-Tart together. This is the side of our house. We're going to do it on this side too, so you'll see. Go ahead, right over there, Miss Doreen.
Thank you, Miss Stacey.
You're welcome. Remember, when you're putting your Pop-Tart together, you want the icing side out because that's already snow and decoration right away for you. There we go. This is coming together nicely. All right. Now all we have to do is add our entrance, which has our other roof peak on it. You could put it on here.
Oh, that's a good idea, Miss Stacey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way to make your Pop-Tart gingerbread house, to be honest. Whoops. And that might happen, and that's okay.
I've never made one of these before, Miss Stacey.
Well, I've made a few of these practicing, and some of my Pop-Tarts, the pastries have come off in the corners too. It still makes a delicious house that you can eat later.
It's very pretty.
So we have our house. Everything's together except for the roof. What I would do though is wait just a little bit till this sets up. Now, if your home is a little warm, it might take a little bit longer for your icing to set. So you could take your house outside and let it sit for a little bit. That's what I had to do. And I have one over here that we've already put together. If you can see that. The last step, once it sits, is to put on our roof, just like this. All right, so we have waited a little bit, and now we're gonna go ahead and put our roof on. So, take your icing, and you're gonna go up your peaks. And it's okay if some goes down, because then it just looks like snow. Right up. You're outlining your peaks and also the tops of your walls. All right. The other thing you may want to do is take one of the roof panels and put some icing on there so that your other roof panel can stick to it.
Now with one tube of frosting, this is actually the second house that we have made today.
That's right. We were able to make both of these houses with this one tube of icing, so something for you to know in case you want to purchase that. And actually, there's still plenty of icing in here for the decorating, which we will do next. Now, once the roof is on, you are going to have to hold it in place a little bit just to let it set. And again, you might want to put it outside and let it sit in the cold for just a little bit. I'm going to ice it some more. You can never have too much icing. All right. There we go. Now it's the fun part, the decorating part. So you will have a bag of decorating candies, and all you have to do is use your icing to put on your decorations. So what I found, because your Pop-Tart pastry it's sturdy but delicate, if that makes any sense. So I think it's best to add a little bit of icing on one spot, icing on your candy, and then top it in together. Whoa!
Mine is still a little wet from before.
Would you like to do some more?
Oh, sure.
I liked Miss Doreen's idea of using the icing that was holding together the roof panels. So I'm doing that as well.
Oh.
And as I said before, the nice thing about this is it's frosted Pop-Tarts with some sprinkles on there, so you already have some decorating done. We have a little chocolate tree. I'm gonna put that right out front. Oh, that's what I was gonna do.
Great minds think alike. But we already have some differences in our houses.
We do. Putting more icing on the bottom, and I'm gonna line some of my candies right down here.
I'm going to put them on the edges of my roof.
Nice job! All right, there's our Pop-Tart gingerbread houses. We would love to see your Pop-Tart gingerbread houses. So I hope that if you make one of these, that you would share it with the Goffstown Public Library on our Facebook page or our teen Facebook page. So if you enjoyed this video, please let us know by liking it below. And of course, if you want to know when Goffstown Public Library has another video coming up, you have to subscribe to our channel, and that way you don't miss anything. All right, that is it for our Pop-Tart gingerbread houses for today. Happy holidays!
Bye, guys.
Bye!